welcome to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get right into the love outlook for March 8th to the 15th for the sign of Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, we're going to get right into it for you. I'm going to put out all the air sign love readings today. So we're going to start off with you. And this is a love outlook into an Aquarius who has a connection with someone. So we're going to be pulling your cards and your person's cards, whatever that connection may be. You may be on a twin flame. You may be a soulmate. It may be on the outs, or it may be doing well. Whatever the case is, we're going to see when the cards come out. So let's get right into it. I've already been shuffling off camera, so we can get right into cutting your deck and getting out your spread. All right, your person. Your person is resonating with Ace of Pentacles, and you are resonating with the Moon. Let's get this down here. All right. The way they see you is Five of Wands, and the way you see them is Three of Pentacles. The way they see the relationship, or their part in it, and the way you see the relationship. Interesting. All right. A lot of money involved here. Feelings of abundance or material wealth. At the bottom, we have Nine of Wands, right? So that's the bottom of the deck. Just underlying energies that are impacting. Let me just move this over a little bit. All right, so we're going to pull more clarifiers once I get through the spread. But let's get right into it. You and your person. Your person is resonating with Ace of Pentacles, and you are resonating with the Moon for this coming week, right? So your person is very, very busy with a new opportunity, right? Their mind is absolutely focused on their business or their career. Ace of Pentacles definitely indicates a new option or avenue or opportunity in this area for abundance, right? You do have a Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck, so I wonder if this is also coming at the end of a really long period of struggling. A lot of trials and tribulations for both of you. You, however, Aquarius, are resonating with Moon energy. So right now, things are really kind of like unsure. You really don't know where things are going, perhaps either in your life or your relationship. It could very well be that there's a feeling of being a bit lost right now, or even maybe being tested because you don't know what is actually going on, right? The Moon really talks about going through the valley of darkness, right? Where only the Moon is out and you can only see by the Moon, right? So this is symbolic of the fact that what you see around you and what you're perceiving is going to be subjective, right? You don't have the clarity of the sun. So you see, but you don't see all things. And so right now it does feel kind of like you are being tested in a lot of ways, right? Having to have a lot of faith. And so it's interesting in a love reading when we're looking at and we're focusing on the energy that you and your person are having. So this is really how you're resonating in relation to your love life. So your person is resonating with Ace of Pentacles, and this is impacting their connection with you. And you, however, are resonating with the feeling of unsurety in this connection. Now, how you see each other. Your person sees you as a Five of Wands, so they feel like you're very competitive. They feel like there's a power struggle here with you. It could very well be that you know, there is some kind of aspect here, feels to me, of some kind of professional competition, right? Competitiveness. Your person feels like you are competing with them. And perhaps, you know, you are connected with them. And of course, this is a love reading, so this is a love connection. But yet and still, it could be that you're both in the same industry. It could be that you are that you both have the same sort of goals or sort of I want to say objective for your life, and yet your person feels like they are constantly in this like competitive battle with you. Five of Wands is all about who is better than who. Three of Pentacles is how you see them, and there's definitely a feeling that you see them as doing very well in their career. They're you know, they're moving along, they're progressing, they're getting more work, they may be joining projects and just getting out there, right? Three of Pentacles is all about mind, body, and soul and gain in a in the area of your career or your abundance. So it's interesting that they would see you as competitive or as competition for them, and that is part of a power struggle that they have with you. And yet you are seeing them as being very, very sort of successful, certainly becoming more and more successful. Is there a feeling there of competition with your lover, or is there a feeling of sort of and it doesn't have to be the type of competition where you actually want to beat them, but it could be a feeling of inadequacy between the two of you where, you both may be very ambitious individuals in a particular path or in a particular career. And you see they are doing well, and it just could be that from their point of view, there's a little nagging feeling there that, of course, if both of you are at the top of your game, great, but it seems almost like that this may be a source of insecurity in the relationship, how well one person is doing in their particular career compared to the others. You guys may both be singers. You may both be, business people, or you may both own businesses, right? It feels to me like you're in the same sort of field. Also, could very well be that since you're resonating with the moon right now, things for you are very much up in the air. And of course, they're having this golden opportunity coming in. And I think that this is natural in any relationship when one person is doing or seems to be doing significantly better or having more opportunities than the other, that can always, create a wedge or create that power dynamic or of a struggle between the two of you. Now, how you guys see the relationship, your person is seeing their part in the relationship as judgment. So they're really trying to forgive. They're trying to take the high road. I think they kind of understand where you're at right now. It could very well be, like I said, there is a real feeling that one of you may be just a step further in your career than the other one, and this is really hampering your relationship, or it's certainly playing a part in your relationship. It's impacting it. I'm not saying that it's holding it. It doesn't necessarily have to be a negative impact. Sometimes healthy competition in a relationship to keep each other going is very, very good. But we're going to pull some clarifiers and see. However, though, I think they're really feeling that, they've been where you're at. And that's the feeling of the judgment. Judgment card is all about having experiences in your life that really sort of open your eyes to other people's experience, right? Or to other people's perceptions. And then there's a feeling of compassion and empathy that comes in. You release that hypercriticism that you had before where maybe you didn't understand what they were going through. And of course, now that you do, you begin to really empathize. And this is where your person sees themselves in the relationship right now. You, however, see yourself as a Nine of Pentacles, which is a real desire to be independent and to be successful. Nine of Pentacles generally are independent, successful, ambitious people who have a certain level of success under their belt, a certain level of achievement. And I think that this is the case right now in the relationship. You are seeing really that you need to forge your own path. You are feeling very much like you need to sort of create your own abundance. If it isn't at the level that you want it to be, you are clearly highly very, very ambitious, right? Nine of Pentacles definitely indicates that this is what you want for yourself. And so this feels like a real sort of, it feels like a week where you are kind of, it's not that you don't want to be with each other, but this relationship right now is really, really focusing on your careers. And how your careers are making you feel independent of each other. I think that for you with that Nine of Pentacles, you want to have a feeling of autonomy. You want to have your own independent wealth and success. And I think that it isn't really so much that you're competing with your person, because I don't feel any animosity here from you, right? They may be of themselves. They see you as a Five of Wands, so they may be taking it as a competitive sort of energy that you have. But I don't think that is what is there. I think that just right now you are feeling perhaps a little bit unsure about your path, right? You're feeling a little bit unsure about what the next step for your career is, right? Your manifesting of goals is at. And of course, if you're dealing with somebody who clearly right now is really, they are right now resonating with a highly, opportunistic, avenue, right? They are right now getting an opportunity coming in that is very big, that has potential for being very big. Certainly, they haven't manifested it yet. Aces are only really talk about potential and essence of the suit. It isn't for sure, because we all have our own sort of, we all have free will. Right? And this is why tarot is not about predicting the future. Anybody who tries to predict the future with tarot for you, you really should, you should consider that a red flag, because at the end of the day, we are not just puppets. We all have our own decisions to make. And so Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity that can produce a huge amount of abundance and wealth, but certainly it requires your input. And so, you also have to remember that if you're seeing your person doing really well, or you're jumping ahead, you may be jumping ahead simply because a great opportunity has fallen in their lap. They still have to make the most of it. Nevertheless, it feels very much like a testing phase for you. Let's go ahead and pull out your clarifiers, and we're going to see what they say about this week for you. This is a love reading, but it just feels to me like right now, you guys are just so into your own kind of space. Justice, Judgment coming out again. Wow. Ace of Wands and Temperance. Well, there you have it. So, yeah, your person, they have justice coming in for them. So it's a little bit, I think that this might be why they're feeling a little bit like you are competing with them, because at the end of the day, this opportunity that is coming into them is really coming in a way to rebalance their life. So it could be, like I said, and this is what I said earlier with the Nine of Wands, it does feel like this opportunity is coming in for your person after a long period of them really struggling. And so this opportunity that is a great opportunity is also serving to rebalance an injustice in their life where things have really been out of balance for them and very, very much unfair. This could also, sometimes justice can indicate an official, document, notice, event, court decision, etc., right? So this could be coming out of a court decision or an official event that is coming into your person's life, like I said, to redress an imbalance. And so they deserve it, right? I feel like they're getting something that they really deserve in a positive way. And so this is why, you may not be feeling any animosity towards them or jealousy or anything like that, but I think that they feel a little bit like you are begrudging their success with this Five of Wands. They may be feeling a little bit like, well, why aren't you just happy for me? I've been struggling for so long, and now this is finally coming into me. But at the same time, I think that this is just a case of communication, because like I said, I don't feel the energy from you, Aquarius, that you are begrudging their success or anything. I think that it's just, all of this is just having a knock-on effect on how you're feeling about your own self, right? How you're feeling about your own success and your own level of accomplishment. Judgment is coming in to clarify. So your person definitely is feeling very much like, I think they feel very much like they understand where you're at, but at the same time, the flip side to Judgment is, I think they, again, like I said, I think they feel to a certain degree like you're being a little bit critical of their success or this opportunity coming in, right? You're being a little bit maybe hypercritical. Maybe you're judging them a little, being a little too judgmental about it, because I think they may also be harboring a little bit of insecurity and guilt themselves because they're not used to all of this abundance, and now abundance or opportunity for increased abundance and rebalancing is coming in, and they may be feeling within their own skin a little bit sort of insecure about that. But nevertheless, they're, the impression I think that you're giving them and the vibe that you're giving them, either correctly or mistakenly, is that you a little bit begrudge them, that you're a bit in competition with them, and that you're just not, you know, taking the high road and being happy for them. Nevertheless, like I said, I think it's really about communication for you and just letting them know where you're at. And this is, of course, if indeed, Aquarius, you guys are right now in challenge, right? If you're in challenge in your relationship in terms of maybe you guys are actually arguing, because Five of Wands is not only competition, it's a lot of arguing and bickering as well. So if you are right now in challenge, it could very well be that you need to express to your person that, you know, it's not so much that you're not happy for them, but that you are also maybe just a little bit insecure about your own success and your own progress, right? Now, Ace of Wands and Temperance is what you're resonating with. And for you, this is like, you know, Ace of Wands is a real feeling of being extremely passionate about one particular idea or focus. It may oftentimes be a new idea. This, of course, the second ace in the spread. I think to a certain degree, it could be that you are quite new at this particular field, right? It could be that you are newly in an area that your person already has experience in. And that might be the vibe that you're giving off. Because Ace of Wands does indicate a new avenue in your life or a new interest in your life that you feel extremely passionate about. And so when we're talking about career and business, could very well be that, you know, your person is in a particular career path that you have now become very passionate about as well. And so, of course, you feel kind of like maybe the new kid on the block. You might be feeling like you're new to the whole situation, right? That may be bringing up some insecurities, or that, you know, you may be feeling like, well, you got a head start and who's helping me, right? Get started in this area. Again, the feelings are really kind of unsure with the moon. And the moon also indicates really being, you know, not only not having all the answers, but also not really being sure about how you feel, right? You are sure that you're passionate about this, but there's a lot of sort of mixed feelings. Temperance is coming in for you, and I think this week you are feeling like you're having to be very temperate. I think you may be realizing that indeed you guys may have you know, indeed, that maybe sometimes you have been reacting, right? You may be realizing that you are reacting stronger than you'd like to. And so in this way, Temperance is coming in for you this week and you are exercising it. Once again, Five of Wands does talk about a lot of bickering. All right, so let me pull out your Romance Angel messages. Make the effort. There you go. And calling in your soulmate. So there you are. Make an effort to talk. Make the effort to communicate. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. This is a love reading and not a career reading. And so in this way, if this person is your soulmate, calling in your soulmate, be sure about it. Be sure about what you want. And at the same time, make that effort. Have that communication. Don't allow these arguments to get in between the two of you. Don't allow your own sort of ambitions to separate you. They should be unifying you. Once again, your person is feeling a little bit put upon. They are feeling like you might be a little bit overcritical of them. And at the same time, they understand where you're at, right? Because there's a flip side to that energy of the Judgment card. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. This is your love outlook for the coming week of March 8th to the 15th for Aquarius and their person. I do hope it resonated with you. If it did, please like, subscribe, and share. Though I didn't mention at the beginning of the video, but let me mention now, I am giving away the Animal Spirit deck this month on my channel, and all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel and leave me a comment letting me know you're interested in the giveaway. But for right now, Aquarius, do have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week for your love outlook. Bye-bye now.